Lasalle is introducing a brand new social event this spring. Hello, I'm Erin Holly.
And I'm Sam Long. Masks are required to be worn again in Philadelphia. You're watching LTV News, where the action never stops.
Hello and welcome to LTV News, where we bring you everything from 20th and Alny Avenue, Philadelphia, and the world.
There's a lot to catch up on in the next half hour, as LaSalle has announced a new basketball coach.
LaSalle University is hosting its first ever Spring Formal for all students. Spring Formal is a social event that will be held on April 29th in the Union Ballroom. Attendees are asked to dress in formal attire. All students are welcome, but there is only 300 spots available due to COVID regulations. The night will be full of music, dancing, food, and friends. During the formal, student leaders will be recognized by the crowning of Greek god and Greek goddess. In addition, LaSalle's seniors are going to be sent off in a memorable way. In order to reserve your ticket for this fun-filled night, click the link in the Students at LaSalle Instagram page and fill out your information. LaSalle's student body is looking forward to this new event.
Fran Dunphy has officially been brought on as the head coach for LaSalle's 2022-2023 Explorers men's basketball season. Dunphy is a LaSalle graduate class of 1970 and a former LaSalle University basketball player. He also holds the record for winning the most games in Philadelphia Big Five history. The announcement was made by Vice President of Athletics and Recreation, Brian Baptiste, on April 5th. Dunphy returns to LaSalle with 30 years of head coach experience between the University of Pennsylvania and Temple. A member of 4 Halls of Fame, Dunphy earned his induction in the LaSalle's Hall of Fame Athletes February 2021. He received a Doctor of Humane Letters degree from LaSalle in May 2021, when he served as a keynote speaker at the LaSalle University commencement ceremony. He will serve as the 20th head basketball coach in LaSalle men's basketball history.
The LaSalle Art Museum's special exhibit, Surface Play with Paper, which focuses on self-expression, will be on display until May 30th. 19 layered artworks are on display which feature a mix of collages, embossed prints, calligraphs, carbonundum etchings, and other mixed media. They tell viewers the stories of landscapes, historical events, and more. Claire Scarborough, PhD and chief curator of the museum, stated, quote, "You will learn about the artists' lives and their creative responses to politics, religion, history, culture, and travel," end quote. She hopes viewers will feel inspiring resonation that may encourage their own creativity.
Archbishop Nelson Perez visited LaSalle's campus as well as other regional universities for an all-campus syndial listening session. The session was created for students to uplift their voices and dreams and hear their concerns. Coming from Pope Francis himself, he wants members of the Catholic Church to gather and discuss how to be better, not only the church, but the members of the church. According to Archbishop Perez, quote, "His goal is to better understand the nature of the church, its people, and their needs," end quote. There will be more synodial meetings throughout the spring, both in person and virtually.
So, in some other LaSalle news, everybody knows that graduation is coming up in just a few short weeks for our seniors.
Yes.
Which you are graduating.
Very soon. It feels weird. It feels surreal. The last 6 months feel like 2 weeks. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure this semester's flying by for you. I mean, it's flying by for everybody else, but I can't imagine being a senior right now. So anyway, we have to announce to our viewers that this is Sam's last episode of LTV News on Desk.
Yes.
You have been a member of LTV News for 4 years. So would you want to just talk a little bit about how LTV News and LaSalle TV in general has just impacted your experience at LaSalle?
Yeah, so LaSalle TV was the first thing I got involved with on campus. I've met all my best friends, any person who has had an impact on my life. I've definitely met through this club, so many different experiences. I can't say I'd be where I am academically, socially, career-wise without learning from Tanya and the rest of the LaSalle TV crew along the way.
I know, I agree. I'm going to be saying the same thing at this time next year. But so how would you say Lasalle and Lasalle TV has, jump-started your job search and your future career?
Yeah, so LaSalle University was my first experience in Lasallian education, and seeing the way everyone just cares about each other, the way the brothers interact with the student body and the faculty, made me want to stick in Lasallian education. So I have a job full-time working at the LaSalle Grade School, LaSalle Academy in Fishtown now, which has been a super great opportunity, and I'll be with them for a while. So being able to give back after LaSalle has given me so much is just a really good opportunity.
Well, congratulations on your
Thank
new
you.
job. Cheers to that.
Thank you.
So what would you say your favorite part or favorite memory from LaSalle TV has been over the years?
Oh, geez, there's so many to count. It's very far back, but freshman year, you were not here. We had a LaSalle TV formal. It was technically communications, but it was mostly LaSalle TV people. That was a grand time. We had lots of fun that night. I feel like every show you just get to hang out and interact with your friends, and even if it seems mundane in the moment, it's just going to be the things you'll look back on and remember the most.
Yeah, well,
For sure.
we should definitely do one of those comm formals again because I never got to experience that. That sounds like such a fun time.
Yeah, well, we have this LaSalle Spring Social coming up, which could be a little similar if you're looking for something like that.
Yeah, that's actually great because anybody from any organization, or even if you're not involved in an organization, just being a student can do that. So I think that's really cool that LaSalle is trying that out for the first time. Are you going to attend?
I will try my best. I'm extremely busy right now, but if I can get out there, I'll get out there. And plus, it's only 300 tickets, so you got to jump on there fast.
I know. I'm sure they're selling out. Well, not selling out because it's free, but So what would you say you have coming up in the next 2 weeks before graduation? Like, what do you need to get done? What do you have going on?
Projects. No real exams this year, but projects, papers, all that fun stuff. Making my rounds socially, seeing all my friends a few last times before we all go our separate ways. Just trying to be around on campus as much as possible. I don't want to miss anything.
Yeah, definitely. LaSalle has definitely prepared you, it sounds like, academically and socially.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's time for our first break, but coming up, an iconic pizza joint makes its way to Philadelphia. Stay tuned.
According to statistics, 40 million adults suffer from depression or anxiety. 1 in 4 college students are affected by this as well. You never know who is going through something, so you should always be kind to one another. A little kindness can go a long way. It might even save a life.
The city of Philadelphia will once again be under an indoor mask mandate. The Department of Public Health made the official announcement on April 11th during a press briefing. Health Commissioner Dr. Cheryl Bignotal stated that masks will be required in all indoor public spaces as of Monday, April 18th. She said, quote, "If we fail to act now, knowing that every previous wave of infections has been followed by a wave of hospitalizations and then a wave of deaths, it'll be too late for many of our residents," end quote. Noting about 750 Philadelphia residents died in the wintertime Omicron outbreak, this is our chance to get ahead of the pandemic, to put our masks on until we have more information about the severity of this new variant.
Many Philadelphians' two favorite things have merged: baseball and great pizza. Starting this baseball season, Phillies fans can enjoy a slice of Jersey Shore's famous Manco and Manco pizza at Citizens Bank Park. Manco and Manco is based in Ocean City, New Jersey, and they made a deal with the Phillies to be the official pizza of the team. This deal was closed by Manco and Manco, Aramark, and the Phillies back in October 2021. Aramark executive chef Vinny Negron said that the addition of Manco and Manco brings the food roster for the Phillies fans to another level. The new Manco and Manco opened on April 8th, opening day for the Phillies season. Fans were ecstatic and lines were extremely long. Manco and Manco is looking to further expansion of its company to stadiums and arenas in the future. For now, be sure to grab a slice next time you're at Citizens Bank Park.
New Jersey's Cannabis Regulatory Commission has approved 7 treatment centers in the state to legally sell marijuana to adults 21 years and older. The commission approved dispensaries in New Jersey and are Cureleaf, CCF New Jersey, Columbia Care, Ascend New Jersey, Terra Ascend, and GTI New Jersey. The state of New Jersey was delayed in the process of getting sales going due to making sure medical marijuana patients would not lose their medicine supply. Because of this new approval, New Jersey may become one of the largest recreational cannabis markets on the East. Quote, "As a social justice advocate, I'm excited that this product has finally been decriminalized in New Jersey. It is long overdue and legalized," said Maplewood Mayor Dean Dafus. This opportunity opens many new doors for the economy of New Jersey.
A Ukrainian pop star is starting over in Philadelphia. One of 4.5 million people that have fled Ukraine in light of war, Anastasia Petrick was a rising pop star in Odessa, Ukraine. She gained her fame after winning the shows Voice Ukraine, Eurovision, and Ukraine's Got Talent. Through her translator, Anastasia explains that it was difficult for her to leave her family behind. She had one opportunity to leave and had to take it. Despite all of the changes that have occurred in her life, Anastasia continues to make music and keep up with her dream. "Music is my path, and that's what makes me happy," said Petrick.
Erin took a trip over to the brand new non-alcoholic bar called Volstead by Unity in Manayunk. Stay tuned to learn about how Volstead is different than any other bar in Philly.
I'm in recovery myself. I'm very newly in recovery. I have 83 days sober today. And this is incredible for me because I've worked in the industry for 10 years. Seeking sobriety in this industry was nearly impossible until this place came around. So this is like a fresh start for me.
It's to create like a fun happy hour kind of environment and like a fun like drinks place that you can go with your friends to where people in recovery don't always have to feel that pressure to actually order a drink.
In addition to zero-proof liquor, Volstead by Unity's menu is 100% vegan, and most of their items are also gluten-free.
Well, we have a tempeh steak that's really good. We have sweet potato gnocchi. We have an excellent breakfast sandwich that has fennel sausage and cashew scramble. You wouldn't even believe it was not eggs, honestly. I've had it. It's wonderful.
So the Roxborough Fizz is really good if you like something fruity, and then you can also just always get like a Manhattan or an Old Fashioned if you're looking for something that's familiar and warm that you enjoyed beforehand and try it again, something new.
I'm in recovery. A lot of my friends are in recovery, and you go to bars and stuff. It's cool to go to a bar, but something's cool about it. You can still go to a bar and have a little whiskey that's not whiskey or.
It's a great environment, especially for somebody like me. I'm a recovering alcoholic. And it's great to be able to be around other people that don't have any interest in drinking. Hit it with some sea salt and paprika, my guy. There we go.
The staff members are amazing. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
So Erin, Wolfstead looks like a very interesting place. That's not what I expected when looking at a non-alcoholic bar. I guess it's proof that zero-proof liquor drinks can still be a great time and a great place to bring your friends out to.
Yeah, the ambiance at that place was amazing. Everybody was so happy. The staff just loves their job, and the customers love the staff. There was just a lot of good vibes in that place. I really enjoyed my time there, and I actually got a virgin tequila sunrise drink, and it was delicious.
I'm sure it was. It sounds good. It's definitely better to be in an atmosphere where everyone loves what they're doing, especially when there is a mission to still have a gathering place that feels like some kind of normacy for people who are recovering alcoholics, just to be able to bring their friends to. It definitely feels like a great environment.
Yeah, it's really amazing to have a place like that in Philly now, because it is the first non-alcoholic bar in Philly. So that just opens a bunch of new doors for new opportunities for people. But in other news, so recreational marijuana is now legal in New Jersey.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
It's definitely going to be a boost to the economy. It'll be interesting to see. There are places opening all around. I know, not that I will be there, but the nearest one is about 20 minutes away from my house, and I know it opens for the first time tomorrow. I can only imagine what the lines will look like there. I'm sure the crowds will be crazy for the first at least 6 months all the time, just completely swamped.
You might have to go there just to get a news story on it for our next
I'll
episode.
do a package.
Solely for news purposes, of
It'll
course.
be high up there with our best ones ever.
Definitely.
We have one more break, but stay tuned for some news about two famous food companies.
When you miss an episode of Q&A, you get hungry. When you get hungry, you don't know what to eat. When you don't know what to eat, you get irritable. When you get irritable, you miss questions on your exam. Don't miss questions on your exam. Watch Q&A on Lasalle TV.
Our story was begun by someone else. Our story was often shaped by generations before them. Our story was forged and maybe even defined by the experiences of our childhood. But it doesn't need to be. You can be the author. Learn how at numberstory.org.
Indigenous tribes of Peru are using stingless bees to harvest honey, an essential part of their economic, medicinal, and daily lives. Scientists from the Institute of Investigations are working with these tribes are only beginning to unpack the full benefits of bee husbandry, which could aid the rest of the world. The indigenous groups are learning the medicinal value of honey, as well as teaching the scientists how to raise stingless bees without damaging their nests or causing them harm. There are now 600 species of stingless bees throughout the world, allowing vast amounts of data collection. So far, the honey has been discovered to aid conditions such as diabetes, cuts, skin issues, burns, and even cancer. Half of all states in the Peruvian Amazon are now beekeeping communities.
An anonymous Frenchman donated $200 million to saving the earth. The man won the money in the Euro Millions jackpot lottery, then started the Anima Endowment Fund with one mission in mind: to save the earth. In an open letter to the fund's website, the man claims, "I only played during large jackpots for one purpose: to devote most of the sum to the creation of a foundation." The French lottery is surprised by the large winnings. This was the second largest jackpot in the lottery's history. As for the donor, he wants one message to remain clear: humans can preserve the natural environment if we want to, and that giving makes people happier than having.
Skippy Foods is recalling just over 160,000 pounds of peanut butter. The cause for the recall is due to stainless steel fragments contaminating the jars. According to the Skippy company, the reason for the fragments is from a piece of manufacturing equipment. The contaminated peanut butter was mostly the 25% reduced fat, and no other spreads were contaminated or are being recalled by the company. Skippy has apologized and is committed to improve the quality of their products.
A woman from Derbyshire, UK, has set a new world record by completing 100 marathons in 100 days. Kate Jaden is recorded to have run an astonishing 2,600 miles since January, completing a 26.2-mile run each day. The previous one was held by a U.S. runner, Alyssa Clark, who completed 95 marathons in 95 consecutive days. Jaden completed the massive distance as a way to raise awareness and money for Syrian refugees who travel roughly the same distance while fleeing home. The desire to bring light to Syrian struggles is what she said, quote, "kept me going," end quote. Jaden has raised nearly $25,000 total for charities and the Refugee Council.
Candy companies are always surprising us with new flavors, but were you expecting a blueberry muffin Kitkat? This new limited edition flavor Kitkat combines both blueberry and cake batter flavors with cookie pieces. The new candy bar is now available in retail stores nationwide. Kitkat claims that it is bursting with real, not artificial, fruit flavors. The graham cookie pieces also give it that extra crunch that Kitkat fans have been loving. In contrast, the blueberry muffin Kitkat is said to be extremely sweet. Kitkat brand manager Dan Willard said in a press release, quote, "Kitkat blueberry muffin has already become one of our favorites. It has all the taste of a fresh blueberry muffin. No baking required," unquote. It is available in a variety of sizes from a 1.5-ounce bar, a 3-ounce bar, or a 0.49-ounce snack size. The new flavor is only available for a limited time, so be sure to try it while you can.
Well, Erin, I hope you don't like reduced fat peanut butter, because I have bad news for you if you do.
I don't like peanut butter, which is a very unpopular opinion, but I'm safe because I don't eat peanut butter, so I am not affected by the Skippy recall. But is that the kind of peanut butter that you eat?
It is not, but I'm surprised you don't like peanut butter. I find that rather crazy and wrong.
People do judge me for it a lot.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. In regards to other things I don't like, I personally don't like blueberries, so I'm not going to try this blueberry muffin Kitkat, but do you think it's something that you'll try?
Yeah, it sounds good. Maybe if someone gave it to me, I can't say I'd spend my money on it. But,
yeah, it says that it's really sweet, so.
Yeah, sometimes things that are too sweet, not for me.
Yeah,
but,
you can't have too much of it.
But you know, if someone offers it, maybe I'll give it a little try.
Maybe I'll get you one for a graduation present.
Yeah, I'd probably try it then.
So in other world news, isn't that crazy how this woman completed 100 world records in 100 days?
Yeah, I don't think I can complete one marathon in 100 days. That's definitely a crazy feat.
Yeah, me neither. That's a huge accomplishment for her.
I'm sure after a while it just starts to hurt. Definitely has to be taxing. I know you're not supposed to run every single day in a row.
I know, she'll probably need a knee replacement in the future.
In this near future.
I hope
sure.
I hope not, but
fingers
we'll
crossed. But we'll see.
Yeah. Well, That just about does it for this episode, but be sure to find us on the web as well as the rest of Lasalle TV on our Facebook page. We love to hear your thoughts, so tweet at us using our Twitter handle and start the conversation.
If you missed the scoop and want to see it, you can find episodes on our YouTube on our LaSalle TV Philly page.
Until next time, for Ethan, Maddie, and the entire crew, I'm Erin Holly. Thank you, Sam, for all the work you've done for LaSalle TV. We're going to miss you. And thanks for watching LTV News, where the action never stops.